Yep. Here we go. The United State of Texas. At any rate, it's a fundamentalist state now. A fundamentalist state. And that's very dangerous. They're going to put a stamp on social studies textbooks. They're going to take terminology regarding evolution. So they're going to try to disavow evolution. They're going to try to disavow 4.5 billion years of planetary history. Just out the window, right there. And they're also going to stop calling capitalism capitalism. They come up with a euphemism. It's called the free enterprise system. Apparently, they all saw capitalism, a love story. To my wife, she asked if I would bring home a love story for once when I went to rent a movie. So I brought home Capitalism, a Love Story. She wasn't very happy with that decision. So you're only a few years away from museums in Texas. They're going to feature human beings wearing animal skins running alongside dinosaurs. And for any free thinkers out there, anybody with a mind, anyone with a brain, that ought to be very embarrassing. That is so horribly embarrassing. No doubt one of their most inflammatory moves is they are going to teach the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King, along with some history of the Black Panthers. And this is so right there. It's like a sore thumb. It's right out there in the open. They're going to teach about the Black Panthers, the violence of the Black Panthers, right alongside the works of Martin Luther King. If they're going to do that, they might as well teach all about human history. I mean, white people during the times of the Neanderthals used to eat each other. They used to eat their enemies. So if they're going to try to disparage one race, they might as well be honest about all races. Yeah, white people were like sick-ass cannibals. They were like munching on each other. That's how they saw their enemies. It's like you're either my friend or my enemy. And if you're my enemy, you're going to be on my dinner plate. And all of this craziness just comes about simply because we do have a black president. And there can be no doubt about it, because 95% of the Americans stand to benefit from the policies that President Obama has tried to put in place, has tried to push through with healthcare and everything. But it all looks so complex and so befuddling to everybody. It's really simple. I mean, we can just dumb it down to one thing. He's trying to help out 95% of the population that does not have as much access to control wealth, power, like to get their kids into the right schools, that are struggling, that are so heavily taxed because of what happened in the Reagan era. And he wants to give more opportunities through less taxation to that 95%. And then tax that 5% that's grossly rich, absolutely rich to the point of besmirchment. I think people look at us like Europe and other parts of the more civilized world.
Europe, you're not Europe.
No, it's Europe. Your hip. Jesus. We're a bunch of hicks. It used to be just a regional basis in this country, but this whole country is looked at like a bunch of hicks in the sticks. And it's funny because all of our best scientists and people, they're going to start moving off and going to greener pastures. And so a lot of our intellectual talent's going to be doing things elsewhere. So, that's what happens when you get idiots, when you get these absolutely crazy right-wing extremists. That have a lot in common with those same kinds of extremists that decided they could fly planes into towers and things like that. Weird.